Yo, 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 it's your boy One Deep 215 back with another video. Today we're going to talk about the division that's going on between men and women in the dating game, in the dating world. Is a division that's so clear, is crystal clear, it's black and white, it's yin and yang, it's opposite, it's polar opposites. Now, what I'm going to try to get through to y'all in this video is you can't waste time, even in dating, when you supposed to be courting and vetting. And y'all know I preach it's a marathon, not a sprint. But you still don't want to waste your time while doing that, because men or women are so divided right now, whether it's political views, cultural norms, things that are accepted, boundaries, or what have you. You need to figure out these women from the rip. You need to figure out from the rip, because what happens is a lot of women will fake a certain way. They will. And you have to know what to look for in these women. You know, for me, I can always tell when somebody faking until they make it. I just can, whether it's their body language, whether it's their mannerisms, whether it's the cadence that they use when they talking about something. So you got to look for signs, because in this dating game, a lot of women they are not like you. And we get it. Men are opposite from women for a reason. Women are opposite from men for a reason. And most of the time it works because both genders can play off each other or what have you. But in these times, it's a whole different can of worms. It's just different. It's different now, fellas. And we gotta, weed those things out. We gotta weed it out from the rip and not waste our time and just know this ain't the one. She ain't for me. Cool. Could be a nice person, could be a nice girl. But here's the thing. You don't want to sit there and still be courting and vetting and dealing with a woman that is a feminist, that believes in these woke concepts and these leftist mindsets. You just don't, because that'll be your demise. A woman that's so pro woman, and there's nothing wrong with being pro for your gender. Let's get that out the way. You know, there's nothing wrong with a pro woman. You know, but when you're pro, and she expect to deal with you, and you know damn well a lot of the stuff that these women cultivate and take on is a bunch of bullshit, you don't want to be with that woman, because it'll be your demise in the long run. I'm just going to let you know. It's happy-go-lucky now because she just meeting you. She probably likes you, and there's nothing wrong with that. You're the new shiny toy. You're making her feel good. You're something different. That's how women is. But once they get used to you and things become somewhat lethargic, all that pro-woman stuff will come out of them. It will. So you don't even want to deal with that. You don't waste your time with that. Now, if you're out here having fun and doing your thing, y'all know me. I'm never going to deter a man from doing that. You're not taking this serious. It is what it is. Cool. But you think there's a future for you and a woman that is on a whole different agenda. She got a whole different mind frame. She's not on your game plan at all. She likes you. She might even somewhat respect you. Okay, cool. But if her morals and her values is on some other stuff, and we talking about that feminist crap, you're going to get the short end of the stick in the long run. You're going to get the short end of the stick in the long run. I'm just letting you know. It's just a fact. I don't mean to be rude, mean, none of them things. Y'all know we keep it real here. And that's how we go with women. Now, like I said, a lot of women will fake it till they make it. I see a lot of podcasts and a lot of, platforms of the like, with women, trying to spread awareness to the men's side of things. A lot of times, I ain't gonna lie, I don't be believing that stuff. I think some women want to get in the algorithm. Some women know what's the good talking points. Some women just know okay, I wanna switch it up. I wanna be a woman that speaks for pro men and pro values and morals and ethics and things of that nature. Not to mean these women, but that just goes to show that a lot of women can be flippity floppy for a circumstance. If a woman sees something that she can gain from, she's gonna do it. Men do it too. I'm not being shallow in that aspect, but I'm being real. So when you meet these women that is like just left, and y'all know what I mean by left, on just societal norms, pop culture, media, things of that nature, politics, and y'all know we don't get into politics over here, but that's part of it. Gotta be real. You and that woman ain't gonna mesh. If you're like your average everyday man that stand for something and know what time it is, you don't want to be dealing with a woman that's way over here and you way over here. Whether y'all like each other or not, whether you're attracted to her, whether she got a banging body, man, this joint bad, whatever the case may be. That's cool. And if you just doing it for leisure and there's nothing serious, cool. I'm not saying you gotta hate these women, but don't think there's no future, because I'm telling you, everything is cool in the beginning. And that's just life. That's just the human element of it. I'm not saying nothing wrong with that. Everything is better when early in the game. After a while, things become somewhat subdued and mellow, and then they want to come at you with all types of thoughts and mindsets, and you can't say, well, damn, where this coming from? Because they showed you that they was there. But she was bad. She was hot. Her booty was on this, and she was on the bean and all that. So it clouded your judgment, so to speak. You got to know. And how do you know? You find out from the rip. That first date, you find out what's her viewpoints, what's her beliefs, what's her mindset. You find out. Now, like I said, women like to, be finicky. But you use your better judgment and you weed that out. Because like I said, women can be very strategic with how they move or whatever. But if you're a wise man, you're a wise man. And you done been around the block a few times and you know what's real and what's a facade. You don't want to be dealing with that. You just don't. It's not one of them things that in the long run you're going to benefit from. It's going to be turmoil. It's going to be chaos. It's going to be arguments. And don't get me wrong, those things do happen in a relationship, but you don't want to set yourself up for that. If something going to pop off, I want it to pop off somewhat spontaneously. I don't want to be going in knowing this woman carries it like this, but I'm going to deal with her because of her ass or because of her tits or whatever. I'm going to just look past that and I'll weed out stuff as I go. No. If I know a woman is pro this and anti this and left this and that, listen, if we're going to have some fun together, we could do that. But, and this is in my mind. I'm already registering it in my mind. Like, maybe I had some fun with her. If she cool enough to even chill with on that type of level. If it's on the physical aspect, y'all know where I'm getting at. That's different. But a lot of men's demise be, they see the red flags early, but it's like their better judgment is like way back here because you clouded. And I get it. It's a human thing. We all men. I'm not saying I never been like that or none of that. But you live and you learn. If a woman is showing you, then you just got to go with what you know. Like I said, use your own discretion and figure it out. What is this going to be to me? All right, she's just going to be somebody that's cool. Maybe we'll hang out a couple times. Maybe we'll do some things. But I'm not taking this serious because she thinks too far over there. She's damn near feminine, like for real. A lot of men be on that. And then sometimes, and I got to blame men for this, they get mad a year, 2 years down the road, or less than that sometimes, 6 months down the road, when she come out with all this and you can't even say, well, damn, where it come from. You just be like, damn, I mean, you like stuck between a rock and a hard place because you like, I seen the signs and she did speak her displeasures with things and the stupid, foolish things that she into and the belief she got. But I didn't think it would come out like this. It came with a vengeance. And then sometimes men be stuck on that type of stuff. They stuck because they done already put some time in with them. And they're like, man, I came this far with her. All right, I'm going to let her rock out. And I'm telling you, it will be your demise. So, fellas, just know who you dating, who you courting, who you vetting, and find out early in the game. Let her know. And it ain't about calling her a bunch of bees and hoes. You find out on that first date that she's one of them type of women that I just explained. Listen, no harm, no foul. In so many words, you know what I mean. Yeah, I don't think this is going to work. I don't want to waste my time with somebody that believes in that type of rhetoric. I don't want to deal with a woman that thinks that whatever subject is cool or thinks this stance is normal. You know, not saying no, I'm perfect, but I don't want to deal with that type of stuff. I done been there and done that. I'm not into wasting your time, and I don't want to waste my time. Because I'm not with that. I think on a different landscape. Not saying women got to think just like you, because we just said women are women for a reason and men are men. But I'm talking about the women that's so far on that scale, if y'all know what I mean. There's women that really like believe in this madness and think the ways of the world are normal, and they not all normal. We know society is fucked up right now, to be frank. It is. So if you're dealing with a woman that thinks everything is cool and I believe in this and this rights and this women this and there's nothing wrong with hookup culture, there's nothing wrong with side chick culture, there's nothing wrong with all these crazy things, pop culture, the music, all these, like, you don't want to deal with it, because I'm telling you, it's too opposite. They say opposites attract, but sometimes things is too opposite. And you just got to cut your losses. Like I said, maybe chill with them. If they seem like an okay person enough to even be in your presence to chill with, to invite over, to have a fling or whatever, a soiree, whatever y'all want to call it, right? I'm not saying that. That's small. That's small stuff. But to have these women in your life and take them serious is another thing. And I'm telling y'all, it will crash and burn. It just will. So, food for thought. Y'all tell me what y'all think. See y'all in the next one.